Hello friends, welcome to Nanaaba's Kitchen. If you're visiting for the first time, a warm welcome to you. Thank you for passing. On the menu today is a very simple dinner recipe. Shrimp fried rice, enough to serve 2 people. So let me wash my hands and get started. Here are my shrimps, a cup of that, and it's been deveined and ready to go. And then I have my vegetables here. I have shredded carrots, red and yellow bell peppers, and I also have my scallions. I'm going to incorporate a little bit of ginger, and I also have a clove of garlic. Here is some freshly crushed black pepper, and then I also have the rice. This is basmati rice. It's just steamed rice ready to go. And then I have 3 eggs right here. Now I'm going to also introduce this leek. Now leeks have a subtle onion flavor, so it's very mild and it's an optional ingredient. The rest of it here I'm saving for broth later on. So you separate all the rings and put it in some water, and what happens is the impurities will just descend to the bottom of the bowl. Now I have 4 scallions here, and I just cut them up to my preferred size, and I do the same with my red bell pepper and yellow. The yellow bell peppers, I have 2 miniature ones, and then the red bell pepper is about 1/3 of a big one. So cut them to your preferred sizes, and then I also do the same thing with my ginger, which is about the size of my small finger. And then I also chop finely my garlic, and then I also have red onion. It's about 1/4 of a medium-sized one. Here is another optional ingredient. It's red cabbage. So use whatever you like in terms of your vegetables. We are ready to begin the actual cooking of the fried rice. Let's go over quickly what we have in terms of our prepped ingredients. I have my shredded carrots. This is the clove of garlic finely chopped, and I also have my ginger finely chopped. This is the red cabbage also chopped, and then I also have my red onions, and then my red bell pepper and the yellow, and this is my scallion. Now over here is the leeks. That's been thoroughly cleaned. So the next thing we're going to do is just remove the leeks from the water. After cleaning it in the water, as I've done, also drizzle some white vinegar on it to destroy any impurities that might be left in it. That was done, just not captured in this video. All right, and we want this on high heat because we're cooking in a wok. First thing we're gonna do is put, this is a tablespoonful of butter. We want this butter to brown up because that's a lot of nuttiness and flavor. Now the browning of the butter takes about 45 seconds to a minute, so you want to keep an eye on it. The minute you see it, or the second you see it turning brown, you want to go ahead and add your next ingredient, which is at room temperature, so it will help calm the temperature of the butter down to prevent it from burning. Now I am going to now see how it's turning brown. That's the color we want, and it's very delicious at this point. I'm adding my onions, followed by the ginger. And we're just gonna go ahead and saute that. Or not actually saute, we're gonna stir fry that for about a minute until translucent. And then we'll continue to add the rest of our ingredients. And that sizzling sound, that's the sound you want when you're cooking in a wok. It whets your appetite even before the food is done. Now we're adding our shrimp, the star ingredient. So I add it, and then what I do is I separate them all, okay, so that each shrimp is touching the bottom of your wok. So at this point what you're doing is sauteing. All right, so you don't want to bother it. You want to kind of leave it in there for about 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes on each side. I have seasoned it with a little bit of salt that went in not too long ago, and now I've added a pinch of my freshly grounded black pepper. So now about 1.5 minutes later, I go in and then I start stirring, and you see how that side has now turned nice and caramelized. That's what we want. Now we're going to add our eggs. The egg is optional, so you don't have to add it. but it gives it a really beautiful flavor, and we want this to be as authentic as possible, the way you would have it when you order it at the restaurant. So 3 eggs go in, and you want to scramble the eggs. So the minute you add it, you want to go back in and scramble it. And now we add the fresh produce. So the shredded carrots go in next, followed by the leeks to impart their flavors into the dish. And then we add the rest of our prepped vegetables. Now we're cooking very quickly. So at this point, you want to cook for about a minute more. And I've added the rest of my crushed black pepper. The ingredients and the amount used is all linked in the description box below, so please be sure to check it out. So here, give it a quick toss there and add your rice. Now I cooked a cupful of basmati rice, and what I did was just, wash it until the water turned clear, and then I added some salt to it, and that's all I added, and I let it cool down. Now I am going to add my soy sauce, and this soy sauce here is low in sodium, which I like because I forgot and added some salt to the rice, so I didn't want to overpower the seasoning with too much of salt and the soy sauce, so be mindful of that. So now you want to just give it a quick toss to get all the ingredients combined well, and your dish is done. Now you add your scallions, and the scallions, the purpose of this is really to garnish. You don't really want to cook it too much. You're done. Beautiful.
Friends, dinner is served. It smells amazing. I know it's gonna taste even better. Let's go for a shrimp, a little bit of rice. This is super delicious. The ginger and the leeks, in fact, the rest of the vegetables all come together and work harmoniously without overpowering the star ingredient, the shrimp. It is well seasoned and just absolutely delicious. I would love for you to try this recipe. Come back with feedback, comment below in the comment section. Let me know how it goes. Let me also know what kind of vegetables you use. I appreciate you so much for watching all the way to the end. I can't wait to dig in. So until I see you next time, make it a great day and have fun, especially in that kitchen. Now it's time to eat.